Today's card that I'm making for you, showing you some more tips for using the Stamparatus, uses the fabulous Flamingo stamp set. Boy, that's a mouthful. This is a fun stamp set that I've had actually for a year, but I've really struggled with because to make this beautiful bird, which I absolutely love, it takes 4 stamps, and it's a little bear to line those up. Stamparatus to the rescue. This is the perfect stamp set for me to show you 2-step, 3-step, or even 4-step stamping. And especially with the photopolymer stamps, it makes life just so super simple. So let's just jump right in. I've got my Stamparatus sitting here. I have both plates attached, and I have a piece of, it's 4.5 by 4 1/4 by 5.5 piece of Whisper White cardstock. I like to start with my piece a little bit bigger and then trim it down to the size that I need, like on my card here. So we're gonna go ahead and work through the process of stamping all 4 stamps to get our flamingo. So image number 1, we're gonna go with what I call the biggest image. It's the full bird. And we're going to just lay it on here kind of in the center. I know I'm going to trim it down later on, but we might as well go for the center and get it as straight as we can. Place it where you want it, and then take your Stamparatus, tip it over, press on there to pick up the image. Now, I am not using a magnet. I don't always use the magnet. Just like everything I do, I want to make this as stinking simple as possible. But I do have the foam mat under here. Remember, photopolymer, you have to use this black mat or you're not going to make contact because you need to raise everything up a little bit. So, but when I say I don't use magnets, as long as I have everything tight in the corner, if my paper moves, all I have to do is push it back up in the corner. And I'll check that before each stamping. And that's just really what's worked the best for me. So we're going to start out with Fabulous Flamingo. I mean, we can't not use Fabulous. Goodness, not Flirty Flamingo. We cannot not use Flirty Flamingo when we're doing the Fabulous Flamingo. But we're going to go ahead, ink it up. Now look at how I did get ink out here on the side. You can wipe that off before you stamp, but honestly, it's not a big deal. It's not going to get on your card like it would if it was on a block, because then we tend to roll it a little bit. So I don't worry about it. I'll clean it all later. Go ahead, press down. Make sure you press really nice and solid in there where your image is. Now the paper will stick. Again, not a big deal, but I'm gonna, after I've stamped it, I'm gonna make sure pad and paper are all back in there really nice. Now we're gonna use all 4 sides of this plate. This is one of the huge advantages of the Stamparatus. I can leave my flamingo on there because if I want to make multiples of this card, I'll show you how simple it is to make the second one and third and fourth or whatever. So we'll leave our image there. Then we're going to go ahead, and the second one is the solid part of the body. And we're going to go ahead and since we can see, keep paper up there in the corner, but move the stamp around until you have it exactly where you want the image to be. I think I got it there. We'll go ahead, pick up the stamp, okay, put our paper back. This time we're using powdered pink, so we'll ink that up with the powdered pink and come down and stamp it. And look at that, placed exactly where I want it. Now, that was 2 stamps. Now, let's see. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this very well. My work surface isn't big enough. The 3rd stamp is going to be the outline of the body. And once again, keep everything in the corner. And I'm going to just slide this around. I'm going to peek through that stamp, get it where I want it. Then close my plate, pick up the stamp. Okay, keep it up there. Then we're going to grab our black memento. And we'll ink this one up good. And bring it down and stamp it. Now, it didn't get as dark as I wanted. See up here in the feathers? No problem. That's the beauty of the Stamparatus. I can go ahead, ink it up again, push down. Look at that. I've got a gorgeous image on there. Now, once again, we're going to just flip this around so we have our 4th plate to use because we have black legs here. So we can line up our legs and we'll, oops, scooch them over right where we want them. Kind of sticky hard. I think that looks good. Pick up the stamp. Okay, again, make sure we keep everything up in that corner. Ink up our legs. Come on down and Look at that. Look at how nice that's stamped. Now we're going to just go ahead and finish the card, but before I do that, I want to show you if you wanted to make multiples of this card or stamp more of these flamingos, I've left all my stamps in place. So I'm going to just grab another piece of cardstock and we can just put another piece in the corner there. And it really doesn't matter, especially on these pinks, which order we do. So I'm not going to flip it because remember I have the bold one is right here, which is what was in powder pink, which I stamped second, but it doesn't make any difference. So we'll ink it up. And I don't have to worry about placing my stamps anymore. So this is like if you wanted to do more than one of these cards, let's flip it back. They're all in place already. We'll ink up that one. Tell you guys, this tool is absolutely fabulous. We're stamping the fabulous flamingo, but our tool, look at, just like that. The feet are on the top, so we'll do the feet first. If you did not get a Stamparatus yet when they had the early releases of it, never fear. June 1st when the new catalog comes out, it will be in there for everybody to purchase. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator sending you one of those catalogs, I would love to do that for you. Get a hold of me. Let me know you need a catalog and you need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I would love to be that person for you and help you with all your stamping and your Stampin' Up! Needs. But okay, there again, for whatever reason, that black doesn't want to stamp real good, so we get to do it a second try. Look at that. And there was a neck. So I could just sit here and I could make bird after bird after bird. So here's the completed card. I will have pictures for this and all the dimensions and everything, that all the supplies I needed in the blog post that goes with it. There will be a link in the description of the video that'll send you there. And I'll just show you how I finished off the card. But what I wanted to really show you today was just how awesome the Stamparatus is, especially for 2-step or 3-step or even 4-step stamping. Now, if you notice, I have a lot of ink all over the place. That always happens to me. But I like to clean this off. I like to clean both my stamps and my plates with, it's called an absorber cloth. You can get these at the auto supply store. It's just a chamois. It does stain and get really kind of yucky looking. But when I'm done stamping, I just rinse it out under the faucet with water. And it cleans up really good, but I like, it's lint free. So I used to like use baby wipes, but the problem with baby wipes is it does leave lint in places. So, but look at how easy I could just clean everything off. Now my stamps are ready to peel off and put away. So again, make sure you check the blog post for all the finishing details on this card. But I hope you like this video on my Stamparatus Basics. I'll be back again with another one showing you more ways and more reasons why you absolutely want this tool in your stamping collection. So until I come back, have a stamp happy day.